Good evening, welcome on in to another episode of From Day One. Our auditor subsets, guarantee, all those nice folks are ready and pawing the wings. And with that, let's start with one that likes to play subset games.
Badge number and ID number and a name, please.
I will look at that. It's the For the Record guy. Now I hear you saying, "Aye, Radical, this is an old video." Why, yes it is. But for the record, on the record, let the record show, I have not done a video on this lad. So without further ado, let's give him a
Let's have some record. Yeah, let's have some record then.
Sorry, officer. I just have to do that for the record.
On the record. On the record.
Sir, I've already told you this contact's being audio and videotaped.
Okay, and it's the...
Okay, and when you get stopped by a police officer, you're required by state law to produce those documents I asked for.
Okay.
Nowhere does it say that I have to give you time to play around with your electronic devices when we're out here on a limited access highway, which is very dangerous.
Okay, well, I can pull over and get off the freeway.
No, you need to produce the documentation so that we continue with this traffic stop instead of obstructing me.
I'm not obstructing.
You're absolutely obstructing me. You're in violation of state law now.
Hey, you calm down there, officer. You're not leaving me a whole lot of room to, roast the lad. I mean, this is one of my favorite videos. Mostly because the trooper is having none of it. This stupid on the record, for the record, let the record show. Well,
That he's an idiot.
What's show there, little man? It seems like a cult mantra.
Okay, so this is for the record, sir.
You keep saying this for the record. Are you under the influence? Because you're very redundant.
Yeah, what he said. What he said. Why am I getting face bombed? He's a bit redundant.
You're constantly repeating yourself. That's
I
odd.
know. That's because you're not answering my question, and you're supposed to.
A record. Is this like an imaginary thing to you?
No, this is...
Yes!
It's the fact that I'm audio and videotaping you. I've explained that multiple times.
I know.
You seem to not understand it, but you still, at this moment, are refusing to produce those documents I asked.
Because he's an idiot, Your Honor.
In a lawful, orderly manner. or anything.
Well, you're not doing that. You're actually doing quite the opposite, sir.
Yeah, imagine that. Your actions have consequences. Wasting the time of the officer after he's already asked you for ID and identification, or even your driver's license, which you are, by law, required to provide, and you're playing with your little electronic devices to do some kind of for the record
do some
nonsense.
stupid
Why
stuff.
do these sovereign citizens actually believe they have some kind of privilege to stop the officer in his tracks and then just control the situation? That's the
Because they're
part
an
that always
idiot.
baffles me. Especially when the outcome is exactly the same every time.
Okay, but I need a badge number and your name.
You need to produce those documents.
I will, but there's a process that my advice is...
Okay, sir, you need to step out of the vehicle, please.
Yeah, you're done.
What?
Because you're refusing to identify...
Because you're done.
You're not giving me your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance.
My name's
In
Chris
the state of
Davidson.
Washington, that's considered obstructing a police officer.
Yes, it is.
Refusal to give information.
I'm giving
It's
you
a crime.
my name's...
You've gone from committing a civil infraction of violating the speed law to a criminal offense now. That's horrible. I don't understand why you're doing it. Maybe you watch too much TV.
He an idiot, Your Honor.
Well, let me explain it to you, Trooper. You're dealing with a dick fruit graduate from the YouTube University of Southern Shittery.
But do you have a
Correct.
driver's license?
Yes, sir.
No.
Can you produce it?
I can, yes.
Okay,
and I
so
will.
why don't you do that right now?
But I need a badge number and ID number, please.
Oh, fuck.
It's just for the record. We have
You keep saying that, sir. For the record, that's wonderful.
For the record, just taser him.
I have no idea who you are.
And you're refusing to give me that documentation.
Are you refusing to identify yourself?
As a matter of fact, he doesn't have to identify himself. It's a policy, not a law, or a rule, or a regulation, or a...
Or any of those.
reporting.
So you're going to take a punch for that one.
Are you refusing to identify yourself?
I'm Trooper Wiley. I said that when I first walked
Thank
up
you.
here.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. Wiley. Okay, badge number, please.
405.
Thank you, sir. I
Sure,
appreciate
I'll
that.
even do one better for you. This is my commission card.
Okay.
It has my name on it. It has my badge number. It even has my middle initial. Now, I've done more than you have.
Sir, I don't see why you're so angry. I don't understand.
Because he wants you to bloody identify.
Can you have that information for me, please?
Sir.
He's wondering why the officer is so angry. Well, if you're dealing with stupidity all day long, and you found the king of stupidity, you're gonna get a bit miffed. Can we just have more of these kinds of officers, not having any of it, not playing their silly little power play games? Now, there is a longer version of this video, but I can't seem to find it. And on that lost on YouTube note...
You don't want to find it. Meanwhile, let's take care of somebody traveling on a vessel. Shall we, Ragical? Nice rusty campfire.
Alright, so we're gonna see someone traveling in his vessel on the road. A rowboat, if you will. Where do they come up with this crap?
Michael, row your rowboat ashore. Oh.
My camera's recorded too.
And your probable cause?
You say you're an idiot?
Now is you have a rear brake let out on your passenger side.
And you're boating around in your car while eating, or traveling in your vessel. I don't know, man. I tried to keep up with the dipshittery, but this dipshittery is all over his food paper, which is brown. Is that food? And your name?
Sergeant Matt Lloyd, badge number 70 of the Abilene Police Department. Request again your license, your registration, and your insurance card.
What are you looking in there? Yeah. For what?
Yeah.
Oh, it ain't moving too much. Local man gets pulled out of the car for getting papers out of his glove box while he is fiddling around in the glove. You do realize that fiddling around in the glove box is a really dangerous thing with armed officers outside who might see something else going on there, buddy? Blue? Is this thing on?
That's not good.
You have a delegation of authority order?
Excuse me?
Oh, fuck.
Delegation of authority order?
Again, I'm going to ask you again for your license, your registration, and your insurance card, which you are required to give me for operating a motor vehicle, sir.
But you're required to show me ID.
He did.
You have your ID right here. My name, my badge. Record. Lloyd, 70. Okay?
Okay, I understand that, but... Oh, wait a minute. Didn't the officer actually start with identifying himself
Yes,
to you? And
he
now you're
did.
asking for identification. You are off script, buddy.
Yes.
I mean, what are you doing?
He is.
He just took a picture with his camera of the badge while he is being... Wait a minute. He's being recorded by someone else in the car who's quite quiet. Not to mention he's being recorded while recording something. That's just camera...
Careful, or I'm going to have to sucker punch you.
I don't know. Somehow it annoys me more than the actual sovereign citizen dipshittery he's doing right now. I mean, not to mention alongside the bloody vertical video mode as usual. Oh boy.
Okay.
That still doesn't
I've
show
now
me.
introduced myself to you several times, okay?
Yes, you have, Your Honor.
Again, if you do not provide me with that, okay, then I will have to arrest you for obstruction.
Please do.
Okay, you're interfering with my motor vehicle stop right now. All I'm asking you...
Oh no, officer, what have you done? You actually used the word motor vehicle. He's gonna say something else. I actually interrupted him because we all know what he's gonna say. I'm not driving, I'm traveling. I'm not in a motor vehicle, I'm in a thing that moves under its own power, using a motor, which is a motor vehicle. These people are well stupid.
I'm not
operating a motor vehicle.
You are operating a motor vehicle. Yes, you are.
I'm operating a motor vehicle.
You just drove to this spot right here, right?
I'm not driving, I'm traveling.
Oh, punch him.
Traveling, driving.
No, there's two different things.
Tomatoes. Okay?
No. It's not tomatoes,
Sir, listen, again. Like I said, I'm recording this, you're recording this, that's great. Provide me with your paperwork, and we can go from there. Okay?
Here's my paperwork.
Thank you, sir. Do you have insurance for this vehicle?
Oh,
Of
the
course
officer's
not.
at vehicle and asking for insurance. Next up, driver's license. Of course this dude doesn't have any of that. He has his printed out paper from his script from sovereigncitizen.com/howtodothedirt.pdf.
And the registration
It's
card.
insurance, yeah.
I thought it was how to be a dick flute.pdf.
Thank you. Listen, man, we don't have to make this difficult. You're making it more difficult than it already is. You know what I'm saying?
got certain
That's 'cause
questions.
he's a
I'll ask
dickflute.com.
I asked for certain questions, that's all.
Well, as long as we're all on the same page and we get to the end result, right?
I don't know if we're on the same page there, officer. I mean, this guy is asking questions. Why is that a thing? Why is that a thing? Asking questions. I mean,
It's not.
The freaking irony of asking a question. But, oh boy. I don't know why it pisses me off even more than the sovereign citizen stuff. First he has his camera work. Now he's asking questions. What's next? He's gonna be a flat earther that's spooning a moon?
Oh, please don't get a flat earther involved.
How do you say your name?
I don't have a name.
Dumb.
He doesn't have a name. He hasn't. What the hell is an ablation? Ablation? What the fuck is that even? Okay, Google.
Google, tell the...
Hey, radical.
Thank you.
Well, an ablation is removal or destruction of material from an object by vaporization, chipping, or other erosive processes. And what kind of a weird question is that?
I don't know. This sovereign citizen is claiming it is something to do with his name being a pseudonym or a nickname. I don't know. He's weird.
Well, what's next? Him travelling in his boat on the road.
Oh, hey, I see you read the title of the video.
Damn
touche.
straight she did.
Touche. We'll see you around.
Damn straight. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Google girl.
Named in notes to a corporation. I'm not a corporate person. As you see on there, it says natural person.
No, it says that he's a dick flute.
Do you have a driver's license? Because this isn't a driver's license. Do you need a driver's license to operate a motor vehicle in the state of New Jersey? That's why you get it right. It's traveling. I'm traveling. I have the right to travel, which is a constitutional right. To the Constitution? I most certainly did, sir. Okay, so then you know you're violating your Amendment 4.
Well, apart from the fact that the right to travel is not part of the Constitution, so he's not violating the Constitution. You are violating the Constitution because of being a dumb. And here's the kicker. I don't care if that's not a thing. It should be.
Constitution, correct? Sir, for my safety and yours, remain inside your car. Well, vessel, not a car.
Oh, fuck.
You gotta get shit right. Don't be labeling it as something. Because as soon as you do, that's their little code words. Car, motor vehicle, all of that.
You said it. You crazy son of a bitch. You said it. I mean, code words. Those are not code words. Those are just words we use. You are driving a motor vehicle. You are not traveling a vessel. In a vessel. This is a vessel. I'm kind of losing track of who I'm attacking here. I throw buckets. That's the pirate way, man. Didn't you know?
Yeah, you're about to die, Regical, on your game there. Can we get back to the moron?
No? Let me give him a listen. Are you trying to shoot me? No.
Yes, he is. Can we get back to your moron?
Right, let's see. Okay. Well, what exactly is the plan? You call that driving a boat? So every time I hear a sovereign citizen saying he's driving a vessel, or traveling in a vessel, I instantly am reminded of Sea of Thieves. By the way, I play that game on my gaming channel called Radical Plays.
Yeah. Stop plugging your other channel.
Just saying.
Yeah.
And with that shameless plug, trademark, out of the way, let's have a look at what the sovereign citizen is going to do next while traveling his vessel across the road. I actually ran out of breath there. Holy hell.
Well, he's not coming back with paperwork.
No, he's hopefully coming back to arrest your ass.
So can you do me a favor, step from your vehicle, please? Well, you have a suspended driver's license, sir. So we need to talk about it out here. Okay? I don't subscribe to a driver's license.
Of course you don't. You're a sovereign citizen after all. Or a road pirate, I don't know. Also, I kind of wanted to do a Jurassic Park joke with the T-Rex in the mirror, but hey, he doesn't deserve Jurassic Park jokes.
You had to say T-Rex, didn't you?
Right, calm down, Regirex.
Well, we're going to handle this not on the side of the road. We're going to handle it at headquarters. So I'm going to ask you to step out of your car. Why am I going to headquarters? Because you're going to be placed under arrest for driving with a suspended driver's license. Okay, so I'm going to ask you again
to get the fuck out of the car, or as you like to call it, a vessel.
Over here.
It kind of feels like bingo time, right? I mean, this guy knocked all the bingo things out of the car. So
not
hey,
quite, but he got close.
Bingo away. Hashtag bingo in the chat if you have bingo.
You want bingo? We got another one for you then, Regical. Stay with us. This one will likely give you bingo.
No, I have done nothing wrong. I have broken no law. I wasn't speeding. I wasn't driving erratically. I was just traveling to work.
Sounds like you were doing all of those.
That's all I was doing.
So now this is recording.
That's fine.
Alright, you're gonna have to step out of the car.
No, thank you. I haven't done anything wrong. Why do I need to step out of the
Because
vehicle?
you've done everything wrong.
You don't have a license.
This is my personal conveyance. I don't need a driver's license, registration, and all that. I don't have that luxury.
You don't have that luxury.
For fuck's sake, we got another one that just refuses to English. Not to mention, it's a privilege. You know, you're driving a vehicle, a motor vehicle. Oh man, we're gonna have bingo soon. This is a bingo video. Well,
yes,
not really,
I told you.
Down the bingo points.
I told you.
Law says you do.
Show me.
That's on you.
Show me.
I'd be more than happy to print it out for you. I got a print in my card and everything. I'll print it out for you. But that is on you. It is your responsibility.
I want to see.
And those are the laws.
I'm not doing. I
If
have
you want to live in
no.
the state of Florida, then you have to abide by those laws. If you don't like that, then find somewhere else that doesn't require to have a driver's license, which is not in the United States of America.
Correct.
That is the law. So you're gonna have to step out of the car for me.
No, thank you.
That's
I'm
not a
anything
choice.
wrong. I'm simply traveling to and from work.
I'm gonna have to break the window and come in after you.
Yay!
So I wanted to call
That's destruction of private property.
Okay. Just watch him for a second.
Yeah, watch him while I go
We
get my
have a
good breaky
classic
stingy.
Pennsylvania First Mint situation going on here. He's not doing anything wrong while ignoring the officer's legal orders during a traffic stop. You
Other
gotta get out of
doing
the car.
everything
If
wrong.
you refuse to ID yourself.
I want to see your captain or
I
whoever.
already called him. I started this on the plane.
Thank you.
Put your hands on the steering wheel. I'll be right back.
Oh, come on! For once I want a video without dead air. Also, what exactly do you
Dead
think
air.
the sergeant is
Dead
gonna
air.
do? He's not
Dead
a
air,
magic
dead air,
man
dead air,
who
dead
releases
air,
you
dead
when you
air.
say I'm free to go. Right now you're being
Dead
detained.
air.
Not to mention the sergeant having to go all the way out here. He's not gonna be happy to
No,
see you. I
he's
don't
not.
understand this Karenism. Can we just enjoy the fact that he said no thank you when the officer asked him to step out of the vehicle?
Yeah,
no, thank you.
like somebody was offering him a Coca-Cola. Hashtag not sponsored, but Coke if you wish to. I'm more than happy to sell out for that sweet, sweet, sweet nectar.
Well, I guess this dead air is a little bit more interesting because he's filming an officer and then he films a police car and then he films dead air again. Oh dear.
And then he
What do you
films
want
more
from me?
dead air.
It's not much better. I'm just trying to be an optimist here.
No, you're not.
Alright, let's do this. What's your first name?
Idiot.
Let's just go with Jake.
Jake?
From State Farm.
Alright, let's do this, Jake. I'm telling you right now, I want to do this as smoothly and easily as possible for you, okay? So
No, you don't.
I'm asking you again to please step out of the car for me.
What's your? Why did you pull me over? Other than I don't have a tag.
Because you don't have a tag.
Well, I think that escape from jail card just got countered by a Uno reverse card. What are you trying to do here?
What did you pull over except for? That's what I pulled you
Having
over
a
for.
tag visible is a traffic infraction. Not having registration on the vehicle is.
You're trying to tell me.
Having a driver's license is also criminal.
You're trying to tell me lies right now.
No.
I have a whole book back there that says otherwise. You're trying to tell me.
Put it off for the Florida State statutes.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Don't tell me. It starts with Black's Law and ends with dictionary.
I was gonna say YouTube and South Savannah University.
I don't know what he's gonna say, but it is rather obvious, right?
I printed up.
Somebody else had put something on the internet.
No, this is straight out of the legal dictionary, sir.
Oh fuck.
Black's Law.
Yep.
Right.
You said it, so you're taking a punch.
I have.
Are you going to get out of the car or not?
No, thank you. I would rather not.
You'd rather not?
I would rather not. The reason I'm not doing anything wrong.
You
I
are
haven't
doing
done anything wrong. I haven't broken
absolutely
any law.
everything
You
wrong.
are being detained and now ignoring a lawful order of getting out of the vehicle because you refuse to identify yourself because you don't have a license and you don't have a registration and you don't have a license plate on your car. Seems like a lot of trouble you're in. Okay, just say no thank you and you're off the hook. Also, the officer looking at him, Black's Law's dictionary. He's like, you're gonna get out of the car or...
Common law is a law of.
No.
I have the common law right to travel to and from anywhere I choose to go. Yes?
By
No,
fleet.
you don't.
No, I don't.
You do.
I don't have the constitutional right to do anything that I'm doing right now. Do I?
If you have a driver's license.
Do I have the constitutional right to do anything? I would like to see counsel.
Okay. My supervisor's on the way, okay?
Okay.
But you're going to have to get out of the car.
No,
Yep.
thank you.
There's still a little bit of a misunderstanding here. The soft state obviously means, do I have the right to travel? Of course you have the right to travel, but not in a vehicle if you refuse to follow all the rules that, are tied to driving a motor vehicle. And he likes to see counsel. What do you think? Why do these dick flutes actually think their car is a bloody courtroom? What do? Honk the horn and then court is in session?
Beep beep.
You're going to have to get out of
No, thank you. I understand the situation, but what I'm doing.
Screw you, man. You don't understand the situation. You don't even know how to brain. Your brain has basically asked you if it's being detained and got a restraining order against you.
There's nothing wrong. Nothing. I didn't break a speed limit. I was traveling with traffic. I wasn't driving erratically.
Yes,
I
you
wasn't
were.
doing anything. I'm simply traveling to and from work. That's all I'm doing.
Which you have to have.
No, you do not. You can tell me all your lies all you want, but no.
Yes.
I have a whole stack of papers back there that says otherwise.
And I have a good shut the fuck up that says you're wrong.
Otherwise, it's completely out of context. There were no motor vehicles back in the day when those papers, or those out-of-context printing stuff you did, were written. Your motor vehicle, not your conveyance or your rowboat or whatever you want to call it, requires a license, registration, insurance, and a brain to operate. And you don't have any of that. And no amount of wordy games is gonna save you.
Oh, I want to play wordy games.
This is America.
Yes, it is.
I thought this was America. Huh? Is this America? I thought this was America.
Now, Florida. I would rather not speak to you. I want to see counsel.
Yeah, we'd rather you to shut the fuck up.
Okay?
Thank you.
Because you're gonna end up meeting.
In jail.
But it is in your very best interest if you unlock the vehicle and step out on your own accord.
Yes, it is.
Why?
Because he's not that smart, Your Honor.
Forcefully remove you from your vehicle.
Why is that?
Pennsylvania versus
The
Mims.
Mims.
I haven't broken any law.
You do because you don't
You've broken every law I can come up with.
have a license and you don't have a registration on your vehicle.
I do not fall under your jurisdiction.
If you are in the state of Florida, you do.
Just because I'm in the state of Florida doesn't mean that I fall under the laws of Florida. All my life.
Do you like America? Are you proud to be an American?
No, he's not proud.
So you like to live in America, but you don't like to follow the laws of America.
No, of course not.
This officer would be perfect for the campfire roast. He just did my job for me. And something I find rather suspicious.
Yes?
Every time the officer asks him a question, it takes him a good 4 or 5 seconds to actually answer. Like I said, he doesn't have visiting rights with his brain. I guess his brain is in another time zone.
Laws
Several time zones away.
versus codes and statutes.
Huh. What is this? His brain slips every time he has to go.
I follow common law. Do no harm to nobody. Don't steal from nobody.
You've stolen many brain cells.
For you, there are laws that are in place that state you must have a driver's license to drive a vehicle.
No.
Your vehicle must be registered with the state. Okay?
No.
Oh, I guess we're done here. That's one hell of a rebuttal there. No. That's all he has. No. He just... this is a dumb. This is insulting dumb.
Yes.
No.
There's no maybe. There is, yes. Okay? Record all you want. This is recording too.
I understand that.
So yeah, this is actually a two-parter. This video is around 7 minutes, and the other video is around 23 minutes. But there's
No,
a payout
no,
at the end.
no.
And the rest of that longer video is mostly just the same as what he does now. He just asks for more questions.
Can we just
but
cut to the
it's
good
mostly
stuff then?
The same, you know? As we've come to expect from these cretins. So what I'm gonna do is take a few bits from that video, which I kinda think is new. I've never seen this stuff before. Well, not in this format, but hey, let's just have a look. And after which, we're gonna see the payoff. Prepare
Yeah.
yourself for more dipshittery.
I do not have to provide any information incriminating myself on anything.
You're not incriminating yourself. You're identifying who you were.
Exactly. That's incriminating.
Exactly. You have no idea what you're talking about, do you? Keep an eye on this officer. He knows how to roast. Both of them do.
If I was to pull you over and yank and bust your window and yank you out of your car, what?
Okay.
Then what?
Well, I would at least provide my information as I'm supposed to for Florida law.
Oh,
Apart from
that
it
didn't
being
work the
an
way you
illegal
thought, did it?
detainment, you know, you're not an officer impersonating an officer, are we, Mr. Softsit?
That's straight out of a legal dictionary.
I see that right on the internet. Off Wikipedia too.
Off of
What
Wikipedia.
I'm doing, I have the right to do, and I'm not.
Okay, yeah.
Off of dumb Wikipedia.
No, I'm traveling.
Yeah, you have the right to indeed print stuff off the internet and make a complete fool of yourself. What kind of paper is that even? There's there's little coloring things on it. And with that out of the way, I will no longer torture you guys. Well, I will actually torture you guys for, I think, a minute and a half of the thing leading up to the, Softsit bingo. Let's just call it that. I think we can describe it as ending up with a sideways convertible, if you know what I mean.
You're telling me that you're gonna break my property. My property. You're gonna break my property and take me out of. Yes, you are. You're telling me that you're gonna break my property and remove me from the vehicle because I'm doing something that I have the right to do.
Like this officer already explained to you, driving is a privilege.
No. Yes, for her.
She has a license, I'm sure.
Exactly, and a plate on her car. That's a part of the corporation that I do not fall under. Thank you. You're breaking my civil rights. And every moment that ticks by, you're just threatening to do it even more. I haven't done anything wrong. There is no injured
You've done
party.
everything wrong.
I've already told you, by what you're doing right now, refusing to identify yourself.
You have my name.
What's that?
You have my name.
But no
That's all you need.
information's coming back.
Because I'm a private citizen. I do not need to tell you anymore. I am a private citizen. I do not
He is a
need
dumb
to be
fuck
a part of your
citizen.
corporation. Thank you. I haven't done anything wrong. There is no injured party. I haven't hurt nobody. I wasn't driving erratically or anything. I was simply traveling to work.
Ye don't protest too much, my dear sir. Get out of the fucking car, or at least hand over your license, registration, and proof of insurance.
That's it.
Jacob, are you gonna get out of the car?
No, thank you. I do not need to. I haven't broken any law. I haven't done anything wrong. I haven't hurt anybody. I haven't done anything wrong. I do not need any of this. I am just simply traveling.
You're asking for this. It ain't that you need this. You're asking for it.
Citizen. You do not need to do this.
Yay!
Now, before you say anything, no, I did cut off the video. He cut off the video himself. And who didn't see that coming? Now, in case you're wondering, we're still playing bingo here, right? Patient officers. There's a good 27 unedited minutes before this happening, including the other video. That is way too long of police time being... These police officers were being detained by the Softsit. Now, I have a final trick up my sleeve.
Okay.
Because I noticed something. I call it the sound of insecurity. I'm pretty sure you noticed this as well. I mean, it seems like...
Let me guess, it's the...
Well, Flat Earthers, Softsit, are they all that different?
No.
I do, after all, have a Flat Earther sovereign citizen in my collection.
Yeah, we do.
Anyway, they constantly make some kind of insecurity sound. Cowpatty does the giggling thing. They don't have social skills, so basically this happens.
That's... this stuff here.
I don't know if it's a tick or if it's just something he
Talk.
does, but it is very obvious that most of these sovereign citizens have this thing where they have to think for a long time and then make a noise. And it's not a word, it's just a noise. So
No, it ain't even any of you like to say your wordy bits.
I also feel like we need to go to Sovereign Citizen University just to see how bad the derp is. So take it away, Softsit.
What's going on there? Why don't you identify who you are?
I just am traveling to and from work.
Okay.
I have the right to do that.
Okay.
The license and registration and all that, I don't need it.
Yeah,
I don't
you do.
know.
You make this a lot easier.
A driver is defined as one employed in operating a train, motorized, anything.
Okay.
I'm not. I'm traveling in my personal conveyance to my job, and that's it. I'm not breaking any laws. I'm not.
So you just said that driving is somebody operating a motor vehicle, correct?
Oh, yeah, you did.
This is an automobile.
Yeah, motor vehicle, which is an automobile.
No, it's not the same
Exactly
thing.
what you're doing.
I have a pamphlet that says it's different.
Well, I don't have to say anything. The officer basically did my job. Like I said, these two officers are really good at roasting these guys. And for his final trick, yeah, he has more. It's a long video. I just took the best part, so enjoy.
Take a punch.
I would like to see my counsel now.
Okay, you can call them and have them come here if they want. I don't have to provide you counsel. You provide your own counsel. So you said you have them, so go ahead and call them. Don't. I'm recording too, so nothing's gonna happen to you.
Fly.
So if you're requesting to see your counsel, go ahead and call them.
McFly. Derpity derp derp.
And he never called his counsel. I mean, you do have the right to call your counsel, but, do it. So for the YouTube endgame.
All right, I'll leave you. Have a great day. Dr. Dave, are you ready? Alrighty, what do we got today, Dave? Let's see. Really? We got Floyd back again? Alright, Floyd the frauditor refuses to cooperate with cops, cuffed and detained. Stupid is as stupid does, as Floyd is stupid as they come, no doubt. Enjoy. And of course, the obligatory.
Oh, man!
Oh, there ain't no obligatory this time. I was expecting, the obligatory. Viewer discretion is advised thingy. Okay, let's go.
Oh, man, not you again!
Yeah, stop you for speeding. You have your license on you, please?
You getting on my nerves, dude. How fast was I going, dude?
You were going 91 miles per hour and it posted 70 miles per hour.
Holy crap, 91?
And locked you on my radar, okay? Do you have your license on you? You didn't see me this time because I'm in an unmarked car, okay? Do you have your license on you, please?
You harassing me, dude. This is bullshit.
Sir, I will ask you one more time for your license, please.
Straight harassment.
That means give him your freaking license.
Thank you, sir. Do you have your registration and proof of insurance?
I did not, man. You heard this? Same cop. Tell you guys they got it out for me, dude. They got it out for me, man. They do.
If by having it out for you mean they have it out for people who break the law, yeah, they have it out for people who break the law.
They got it out. I'm probably gonna step out the car too.
This is Floyd the frauditor. He's often stopped by police for speeding. He just doesn't know how to drive the speed limit. 91 in a 70. What is your hurry, Floyd? And he always refuses to show his identification, which leads to problems in other areas. No doubt about it. Floyd's been handcuffed more times than I care to remember, but he doesn't seem to mind because then he gets to file a complaint and a follow-up frivolous lawsuit. That's how the idiot makes his money. Look at him. He's too stupid to do anything else, and he has it in his mind that this is his lucky charm. This is his pot of gold. No doubt about it.
Let me alone. I don't got my... That's my insurance. You out here harassing me.
Looks good. What about your registration card, please?
Straight harassment. Get him. This supervisor? He just straight harassing me, dude. Straight harassing me. You're the same cop from the other day. Well, I gotta look for it, so go ahead and run my name. Who I look for?
No, well, I need that.
Well, you need to wait. You need to wait.
Yep.
You need to wait. I gotta find it.
Oh, you think you got a little bravado in your voice now, eh, Floyd?
Okay, it's gonna be a while, so.
No, it's got to be
Yeah,
registered.
I don't give a damn. What's that?
By law.
Well, that's fine. That's by law. Okay, I get that. Okay, I don't care about that. Okay.
For anyone who's unfamiliar with Floyd the Frauditor, he used to hang out with Princess Patty Cakes, also known as PayPal Patty, and Earl David Warden, convicted rapist and child pedophile. What a couple of losers. And Frauditor Floyd was hanging out with those two guys until he finally figured out they were just using him for clicks and views on their own channel. Now he's branched off on his own, but his claim to fame is keeping his hand behind his back because he said his back is itchy. That's pretty dangerous to do when a police officer has a weapon drawn down on you. And he loves to be tased. Oh, here in this thumbnail, he was tased in Florida for not following instructions. No doubt about it. I don't know what's wrong with this guy. I think he's going to get really hurt one day and he'll get a multi-million-dollar lawsuit but won't be able to enjoy the money.
Same guy that's harassing me. Same guy. What's your name, badge number again?
Trooper Ray's badge number 120, sir. You gotta slow down.
That's why I'm about to get my dash cam. I'm going to get all...
Okay. If I have it on radar and I have it locked if you want to see, sir. I have your speed locked to my radar. If you want to... you can bring your phone back. Okay. Alright. Do you have your registration card with you? Like I've asked for it 3 times now, sir?
It's right here.
Okay, go ahead and grab it.
Grab it.
Yep. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Alright, no weapons on you, sir? Hop on out and come back to my car with me, okay?
This is not the first time that Floyd the Frauditor has been stopped for speeding. He often drives 90 miles an hour, and he usually gets a break from the cops, but he still hates them. Yeah, it's too bad that the police don't keep better records on everything that goes on with his traffic stops, because I think if they looked, they'd say, this guy doesn't deserve a break. He's not at McDonald's. He doesn't get a break today. He's going straight to jail. Do not pass go. And certainly not going to collect $200, you frauditor. I don't know why Floyd hates the police so much. I suspect he had a run-in with the police when he was younger, and now he's going to do everything in his power to make sure that they suffer when he encounters them. I don't know what else it could be.
I don't consent to searches of my vehicle, so...
We don't consent to you being stupid, but that doesn't stop you. Touch him, touch him, touch him.
I'm not getting in your car. I want to see the radar now. I'm not getting in your car. What's your name, Master?
Trooper Campbell, 467.
I'm not getting in your car, dude. I'm not getting in there. Why? Why?
Because then you're going to get arrested.
Okay, well, then show me. I don't want to get in the passenger seat, sir. I don't want to get in there, sir.
Here we have this bloody moron standing on the side of the freeway arguing with the troopers that he doesn't want to get into the car. How dangerous is that? Well, you could still be struck by a vehicle even though you're sitting in the car, but it would be much safer than arguing on the side of the road.
Yes, it would.
That just goes to show you how stupid this guy is. He hasn't an ounce of sense. He would rather be in handcuffs, going to jail, than doing what a police officer asks him to do. That just proves my point. All frauditors are uneducated, blubbering buffoons of a bird brain.
Bird brain. Oh.
Don't put your hands in your pockets. You understand my directions?
I don't have to follow your directions.
Yes, you do. Lawful orders.
No, they're not lawful orders.
Yes, sir.
Hands in my pocket is completely legal. In fact, I'll do it right now.
Hey.
That's all right. That's the same cop from the other day. I know this cop.
Wait a minute. Is Floyd in my state? Because I recognize those officers.
It's the same guy. Straight harassment. Not about to get in your car. I know what y'all trying to do. Y'all trying to get my license suspended, and that's just not going to happen, but I take all my tickets to court.
Oh, dear God, it is. He's on I-80, the fucking prick.
So I'll see you there.
I'm failing to understand how, in Floyd's words, this is straight harassment. How is it harassment? You're driving 91 miles per hour in a 70 zone. That could be considered felony speeding in some states. I know the state I live in, it would definitely be considered felony speeding. You'd be subject to having your car towed and under arrest. Well, these police are being quite nice about the entire thing. Maybe they have different laws in Iowa. I don't know.
Unfortunately, I can answer that for you, Dave. They do. It is a cash graduated fine, but usually does not have an arrest or jail unless there is something that is augmented to the speeding. Speeding in itself normally is not a jailable offense directly.
But PayPal Patty misses you, Floyd. He misses having you arrested and getting clicks and views and making buku money on YouTube. He misses you a long time. He wants to love you. He loves you too much. Okay, yeah.
It's gonna be a long process before you get that money. Put my hand right back in my pocket.
Hold up, brother.
Ain't no hold up. Hey!
However, acting like that, Floyd, is arrestable in Iowa. So go ahead, keep that up.
Take your hand out of your pocket now. What law is that? Take your hand out of your pocket. What law is that? Sir, take your hand out of your pocket. What law is that? Sir, take your hand out of your pocket. Go write your ticket. Go write your ticket, man. Sir, take your hand out of your pocket. Write your ticket, sir. Take your hand out of your pocket. Take your hand out of your pocket. I'll have to. Take your hand out of your pocket. I'll have to, sir. You're harassing me. Get your hand out of your pocket.
Floyd is no different than any other frauditor. He seeks to annoy, harass, provoke, and berate police officers into
all at
making
the same
judgment
time.
call. Here he's trying to provoke the police into arresting him, or at least handcuffing him, and then he can file a complaint. That's what frauditors do best. In fact, that's all they know how to do. They watched enough YouTube videos on other frauditors, and they feel this is the correct course of action for clicks and views on their channel. While it may draw quite a few views to their channel, certainly people cannot possibly agree with this course of action. It is dangerous to place your hands in your pockets when an officer has asked you not to. You can be shot, no doubt. Now, what idiot would want to risk that? Well, Floyd the frauditor, certainly.
Go get your hand in your pocket now. What law is that? Sir, take your hand in your pocket. Take your hand in your pocket. Okay. They put me in handcuffs. They sat me on the car. This is the same officer who violated my rights, who pulled me over for speeding in Fremont County. Obviously, they got it out for me. He admitted early on in the video he had an unmarked car. That's why I got dash cams coming in soon, guys. And I'm telling you guys this, man. Get dash cams, because it'll save you. In this instance, my phone was cut off, but I turned it back on just in the nick of time when all these other cops show up.
Floyd is not happy until he's handcuffed and sitting in the back of a squad car. Here he is pictured sitting in the back of a squad car after PayPal Patty and Earl Warden set him up to be the fog guy. He's just so stupid. Yeah, I really am concerned about the guy, though. I don't want to see anyone get hurt over some nonsense, especially for clicks and views. Is it really worth all that? Yeah, you might get hurt so badly that you may be crippled for the rest of your life. You may be incapacitated. Man, you should start to think. Use your brain. I know it's a small brain, but use it.
They start telling me why I can't put my hands in my pocket. It is legal to put your hands in the pocket. It's nothing legal about that. I don't care. So guys, enjoy the video. I also want you guys to go. I want you guys to leave first. But can I get names and badge numbers real quick?
No.
Can I get names and cards? Mr. Sergeant, since he was involved in the scene. I can't hear you. What? 71. What about you, sir? 467. 467. I need to wait. I need to wait for you guys to leave. Okay? I think that's fair. I need you guys to leave first. Okay, get back to your car, though. We can't have you out here wandering around. Get back to your car, okay?
Well, there you have it, folks. Floyd spends about the next 6 or 7 minutes sitting in his car waiting for the police to leave, and the whole time he's ranting and raving about how they're harassing him. Oh, my gosh. There is something wrong with this guy, isn't there? No doubt about it. He's got a few screws loose. He's not playing with the full deck, not to mention he fell out of the stupid tree and hit every branch on the way down.
Damn it, you set me up and then you took my joke. I was about ready to say the hitting the branch all the way down.
No doubt about that. Anyway, if you enjoy watching idiots, imbeciles, and morons on my channel, please subscribe. As a
For that would be Dr. Dave, the beer professor. If you do like that content, go ahead and give him a view, give him a like, give him a subscribe. He's a good guy. Go ahead and hit him up. Alright, as we have about 13 minutes left, not anything to do anything great. So let's go ahead and do a Judge Judy Hyper case. We'll start with a woman who squirts mustard on her cousin's car.
Mr. Dye, Miss Mangrew is your cousin.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
According to you,
That would be a ma'am, not a sir.
Miss Mangrew a job at the same place where you were working.
Yes, ma'am, I did.
What kind of place were you
It
working?
was at Metro PCS Wireless.
According to you, your cousin was promoted to a better job at the same company.
Yes, sir.
And this lady, whose last name is Cabbage, and you're her husband.
Correct.
This lady also works at the same company.
Yes, Judge.
But you do not.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Now, something happened, and you lost your job.
I actually quit because there was too much.
Your Honor, he did not. He was actually terminated.
Don't speak unless I'm speaking to you. And it is your claim that all three of these defendants vandalized your car.
Yes, Judge.
Now, you say in your complaint that you were granted a protective order
Yes, Judge.
against Miss Mangrew.
Yes, Judge.
Do you have a copy of that?
I don't. I went to the No, ma'am.
You don't. Did you have a trial?
Yes.
And at the end of the trial, did you get a protective order?
Yes, you got granted for the 2 years.
Is that correct?
Only in part. His order of protection got granted only because I was unable to show. I had one against him.
No. Did he get an order of protection against you for 2 years?
Yes.
Do you have any of the paperwork with regard to the protective order?
This is the one I brought with me.
But I'd like to see it.
Here you go.
And then, Bird, while I'm looking at this, I'd like to see the order. Okay. Got it. There was, in fact, a default. You were granted a protective order for 2 years.
Yes.
You were supposed to stay 300 feet away from him at all times, and you were supposed to refrain from exercising any contact with him, including through social media. Okay. Now, an incident occurred according to you, on March 25th of this year. First involving Miss Mangrew and Miss Copage.
Yes, Judge.
Just the two ladies. Tell me what happened.
What happened is I current work at McDonald's. I was heading to work, and when I was driving down Broadway at the corner of Broadway and 6th Street, there was a stoplight. I had to stop because there was a red light.
What time?
Around 6:45.
In the morning.
At night. Yeah, yes, sir. And I was looking through my side window because, it was to my left. I seen Anna grab something from Patricia.
Did you see, were they on foot or?
They were actually standing outside in front of Metro PCS.
Your Honor, that's not what the police state reports.
Just a second. I told you before. Don't interrupt him. I get back to you. Don't interrupt him. They were standing in front of what's PCS?
Metro PCS Wireless.
That's where they worked.
Yes, ma'am. That's where they were.
What were you going past there for?
I was heading to work.
And you have to pass that place to go to work in McDonald's? There's no other way that you...
The other streets I go down, it's all one way if I have to go.
Okay. It's a block and a half away.
Yes, from Metro PCS.
In what town do you live, sir?
Rockford, Illinois.
How many McDonald's are there?
There's several.
Well, why do you work in one that's a block and a half away from Miss Mangrew?
Because I live right a block from Metro PCS.
Well, if you live a block away, what were you in your car for?
Because I was driving to work. I don't walk because the problems that I'm having with these people, I don't trust anything to do with them because that's why I stay away. I rather drive than to walk. If I walk, something else might seriously happen.
Interesting. Well, let's continue with part 2.
So now you're driving to work and you see the two ladies who were in front of their place of employment.
Yes.
And you saw them do what?
I seen Anna grab something from Patricia, and Anna was coming towards my car. So I couldn't go anywhere because the stoplight was there. So I'm like, I almost ran the light because I'm like, I'm going to stop prevent from anything happening. Well, when the light turned green, Anna squirted something all over my car. I have a picture showing that they squirted mustard all over my car. When I was driving, I smelled something very sour, bitter. I'm like, oh my goodness, I hope this is not mustard on my white car. I have a picture showing where there's mustard squirted on my car.
I'd like to see it. Okay.
So what I did,
what did you do?
I pulled a block down the street where the dollar store is. I pulled over. I called the police.
Okay. Do you have a police report?
I actually have the police report, the call that I made right after when they actually damaged my car. And this happened right after I called for the mustard. What happened was when the police came out and see my car.
Don't tell me what anybody saw. Okay, well, this police report had to do with the second event that involved Mr. Copage.
Yes, it involved all
three. All right. So now I want you to tell me about the second incident that also happened on the same date.
It was right after the mustard. The police officers told me to go wash my car if it was stained or anything. Come back to where I was sitting, call the police, and they'll just file criminal damage.
Okay.
So I was rubbing it really hard to see if it would come off. Well, it was coming off. By the time I was actually calling dispatch, and actually I had the 911 right here is when I was calling them. Anna and Patricia was walking across the street, come into the dollar store. They walked up to the dollar store's door, and then they came back, walked by my car. They split up. When Patricia split up and walked to the side of Family Dollar.
Did you say anything to her?
I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything because I just wanted to keep the problems minimum. I was just waiting for the police to come.
You had called the police? I
have called the police. The thing is, I was calling the police to say, you know what, I'm getting the mustard off. I was rubbing it really hard to rub it off. At that time, I was calling dispatch. That's when I seen them approaching, coming across the street.
Did you say anything to them?
I didn't say absolutely nothing at all. I don't want any problem. I just wanted to...
Just a second. Well, did you tell the police that they were coming back?
When I was on the audio right here, you can hear where it says that they're coming across now.
I'd like to hear that.
Okay.
The girl that actually did the car, she's actually walking by the car with and now she's walking to the car. What's her name? I don't know. Every day I found out it's going on with one of the kind of call records right there. Actually, they were coming to the car and smashed our window.
They had already smashed the window. They'd already smashed the window because I heard something.
Yes.
Turn it off. Turn it off. While you were on the phone with the police, I heard what appeared to be a crash. Was it then that your window was broken?
Yeah, that's when they threw the rock.
Okay.
Yes,
fine,
Judge.
Very good. Now, that's
I have a witness here that was. Apparently, when I went back the last week, she approached me and I felt it was okay, and she's seen part of it when it was.
Did you know her before?
No, ma'am.
No, and she's not mentioned in.
What part of be quiet don't you understand?
And a conclusion.
Tell me your name.
Amber Faney.
Do you know the plaintiff?
I do not.
Tell me the first time that you met him.
It was actually at the dollar store. It was approximately a week after this had happened. I had seen him and asked him if he was okay and if they,
Tell me what you observed on March 25th. Do you work at the dollar store?
No, ma'am. I recently moved to Rockford, and I was loading my stuff into my car, and I heard the commotion and heard the actual hit of the glass.
Did you see who was there? Did you see who was throwing the rocks?
All three of the defendants were there.
Good. Have a seat. Now I'll hear you.
Now I'll hear you lose.
Your testimony is relatively simple.
Yeah.
Listen to me, because you say that none of you could have been present there because you were attending something someplace else.
Yes, and I have that.
Well, I'd like to see it.
Okay. I also have the police report. I don't know if you want to see that.
I do.
And then
I have a police report. I just want to make certain that it's the same police report.
I also have
I have messages too. Sorry.
You also have.
I also have messages from him saying how he will pay someone to bid. He will like to record, and this is his personal page from Facebook.
Just a second, I'll look at it. What is this? Shh. This is nonsense. I don't want to look at this at all. Give this back to her. It's not evidence.
And you can actually call her.
I don't have to call anybody. It's not evidence. It's nonsense. This is May 30th. This is after the event, right?
Yes, ma'am.
I have this police report. Now, can I see the estimate for your damage, please?
Yes, Judge.
Yeah. You have absolutely no proof that you weren't there.
And Judge?
You have no proof that you weren't.
You can actually call her. I was in the Chicago
Listen to me.
area.
If you have a witness, you bring a witness.
She can't come.
Well, she can't come? I believe her.
Okay,
absolutely, and I believe that. And I believe this.
For actually the harassment and lost wages.
Just a second. And I believe this. Shh, quiet.
Shut up, you're winning.
I believe that.
And also,
and I
she's
don't
not here.
How do you know she wasn't there? Just
because
a second.
I actually have messages in my phone from his sister-in-law that just sent me this last night in my phone talking about her, that he told his own brother how he smashed his own window. I just received this message from his sister-in-law
last night.
Just a second. That's hearsay.
Okay.
And then I also have about my countersuit all the harassment he has been doing to me since January. Lost wages going back and forth to court since February.
Let me tell you this. You want to do away with a protective order that was issued in...
Just the countersuit.
I'm speaking. You want to do away with a protective order that was issued for 2 years in March because of some excuse, again, that you have why you couldn't be there, why someone else, another witness that you had couldn't be there. Then you go back to the court and say, this is the proof that I have. I was hospitalized. I was incapacitated with the flu. Whatever excuse you think will persuade the judge to open up that protective order. Other than that, I'm not hearing your counterclaim. Do you understand?
All he's doing is harassing me because I wouldn't rehire him. He even said in these
Judgment
messages.
for the plaintiff in the amount of $1,170.
He's going to harass me for the rest of my life.
Done.
He'll be back in Rockford harassing me again. He did it himself. He sat there and told everyone on social media.
Never.
I kept my own window in just so I could try to get some money out of her and throw her in jail.
Never told anyone that I broke a window or anything. I would never break my own car window that I really cherish to have.
That's how crazy he is.
Because everything here in my car. It hurts me.
And now all he's doing is continuing to sit here in court and make these lies and allegations to try to just discredit my name.
Because I worked very hard for something that I paid for.
I guess karma is really going to get him in the end.
And thank you for the hypercase. With that, we will come to a close. Of course, Art Bell will be up in the overnight. Until then, please like, share, and subscribe. Be kind to one another and release the Kraken as we march along here from day one. Have a great evening. We'll see you in the overnight.